Well, would you look at that? Out here in the middle of nowhere, there's a big rock painted like a frog. Maybe they call it Frog Rock. Well, that frog rocks. So we're just out here today on a little overflow of the Cimarron River, and we're looking to go up House Creek. So we'll see what it's like. Wind's blowing pretty hard today, but it seems to be kind of sheltered back in this area. So should be a good maneuver here today. Hopefully the wind won't be much of an issue. We'll see. Cimarron River is a muddy river. You see the water's kind of reddish here. Lots of stumps in the water here. Be tough for a boat to get back in here. Alright, so we're at the beginning of House Creek. So we're going to see how old House Creek does today for kayak. We're about 1.5 miles from where we launched, so House Creek is starting to narrow down into more of a creek. I've spooked up a few large fish or gars, I'm not sure what, but you can get right up on them on the kayak and then they get startled and swim away and stir up the water. I've got my GoPro mounted on a little Yak Attack extension, so it's working out pretty good. We'll see what else we can find. Okay, there on the right. Appears like we could have cut 1.5 miles off the trip if we'd have known about the turnoff on the road. Hopefully, I wonder if I could get to it from that road. I crossed that bridge on the way to where I launched. We'll see. I'll have to check it out on the map check it out when I go back. Don't know if you can see those birds. Nests all up under this bridge. I can see people looking out their doors at me. A few of them will fly out now and then. They go swooping along the water. It's pretty amazing how they build their little mud nests up there. I guess when the little chicks decide to come out of those, they better learn to fly when they're on the way down, right? Or they might become catfish food or something. sure if you saw that. Spooked a deer off on the right hand side. But so I think we're a couple miles up into House Creek now. It's still pretty wide. I'm going to say 25, 30 yards wide. So it's, yeah, wasn't expecting that. So I'm about 2 3/4 miles from the launch pad. Thought I'd stop and get me a bottle of water out. Cindy packed me some water. That's good stuff. So it's not very kind of breezy out today, but down here in the creek bottoms under the trees, you don't get much wind, and it's pretty nice maneuvering. Very good. So I'm just learning about my GoPro. Lots to learn about it still. Taking pictures is one thing. Stringing them all together in a video is quite another, to make it interesting anyway. Well, looks like we're coming to a low spot up here. Not sure if I need to pull in the rudders and the old pedals. I think I will. And start paddling a little bit. This looks like every indication of the end of the road for me today. Well, maybe we just need to do a little portage up here. Maybe that's what we got to do, because it looks like it gets bigger again up there. So we've made it to House Creek Falls, I guess. I'm going to try to get the kayak up on that next level and see how far else we can go. Stand by. Okay. Well, made it up to a small little portage here. Let's see if we can get it going again. Alright, I think it's to get up here, I can put the rudder down and start pedaling again. Well, this is some nice kayaking. Once we got up over House Creek Falls, the creek still looks to be like 20 yards wide. It's nice and smooth. Don't know if there'll be any big fish to jump out in front of us while we're up here. But anyway, good stuff. I've been going about an hour and a half, I think. No, maybe just a little over an hour. Big hawk up there. Checking me out. Are you gonna fly? No? Okay. Now that's odd. Look at that rock just sticking right up in the middle of the creek. I guess it rolled down. I guess it rolled down from up above there. I guess it's not so odd. I thought the creek bed wore it out, but I'm sure it rolled down from the top. Okay, well the water's getting really shallow here. See the rocks. It's like another portage up here. I'm probably not going to try to go past this one. We'll see. Going through the goo here. Maybe it's deeper than I thought. Oh, I hit a lost spot. You know, it's pretty amazing how little water this kayak needs to have to get through. So maybe it's deeper than it looks. Well, I did go ahead and it wasn't too much, so I went ahead and pulled the kayak over the rocks. Gonna go ahead and paddle ways here without putting my rudder down and things. Some nice big rocks there. Bluff. It's always nice to see stuff like that. I like to see stuff like that. Well, now here's another bridge. I'm not sure how far I am or which road that is. I'll have to find out. Crank open the old Google Earth here in a sec, so I can get through this little section here. Might drag a little bit. Ooh, gosh, there's a big old dead catfish. Looks like the turtle's been after it. Stinks to high heaven. Maybe I'll show it to you. Let's see here. Pretty gross, huh? It was a big catfish at one point in time. Looks like the turtles ate it though. Okay, so quick check with Google Earth and Google Maps shows me that bridge was Red Bridge Road. So I checked, I'm about a mile from the town of Terlton as the crow flies. I think this creek will go right on past the town of Terlton, but I'm not sure how much farther I'll go. I've been out here almost 2 hours. I've gone a little over 4 miles, so it's been a nice kayak. So we'll see how much further we can go. This is strange. It looks like one of those things on Zelda that if you throw a bomb there, it'll open up a cave. Well, this looked like it might be the end of the road for me. Now, if I can get through this area here. I don't think so, no. Rocky bottoms. Oh well, been a good trip. Not bad, huh? Not bad for a day's and afternoon's kayak. Not a cloud in the sky. 94 degrees, so it's kind of warm out here. I'm glad for my water bottles. Signing off. Headed back now. Alright, so we made it back to the truck. So that trip up House Creek was about 3.5 hours, and it, let's see, all told I went about 8 miles. So I was a little bit tired toward the end, so I had to take some rest stops, but for the most part I kept a pretty good pace, and it was a good trip.